toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will go on the attack first. So when these two met last year, bowl eligibility was on the line, and Virginia Tech got the win, went to the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and the Cavaliers ended the season in disappointment.
Virginia Tech was able to end their season with a pop. Pop Watson, young freshman quarterback stepping in, and he went to work, David, throwing the football, showing off his athleticism. He was the difference for the Hokies in helping getting them bowl eligible with this win last year.
Yeah, and listen, the Hokies, let's be honest, they've had the advantage in this rivalry for a long time. They've won 22 of the last 24. So I'm not good at math, but I know Virginia's not good in this matchup, and they've got to find a way to somehow compete at a higher level and find a way to win this rivalry again.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Morris. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Virginia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This rivalry dates back to 1895, the first time Virginia and Virginia Tech faced. I don't even think Virginia Tech was called the Hokies then.
And the names might have changed, and this rivalry's been consistent. The hatred is consistent.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Morris. Rushes on him. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Oh, they're after him. This time he's got him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's Morris. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate this time.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Hokies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Creates a little space. Runs through another guy. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing.
Turning it on! Finds his tight end. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Virginia, 0.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Back to pass, it's Morris. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. 35, Virginia, 0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to the run to start this second half. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The give to the tailback. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Morris. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Absolutely center cut. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively. And
breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Running into the open space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies. Hokie, Tech, VPI builds a big lead on the Hoos.
You got to love the way the Hokies have come out in this game, and they've just taken it. They're playing with more energy, and they're flying around.
They're flying around, playing great, playing with an edge. You can tell this game really, really mattered. That's why rivalries are so much fun.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Ennis. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on first down. Bring up 2nd and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw. It's Drones. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cavaliers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The play action fake. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. How about this group taking the lunch pail, going to work, locking in, and shutting down this offense?
And Virginia Tech fans love to hear that because that's how they built this brand. It's been on physical, tough defense, and this defense has lived up to the reputation.
Dropping back, it's Morris. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves out.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Hokies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Cavaliers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Here's the pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. It was the Hokies gobbling up the Cavaliers in this one, and they will claim the Commonwealth Cup.